So not be glad to see the niggly rascally sheep-bidder come by some noble shame.
I would exult, man. You know he brought me out of favour with my lady about a bear meeting here.
To anger him, we'll have the bear again, and fool him black and blue, shall we not, Sir Andrew?
And we do not, it is pity of our lives.
Here comes the little villain. How now, my meadow Lydia?
Get you all three into the box tree. Malvolio is coming down this walk. He has been yonder in the sun practicing behaviour to his own shadow this half hour. Observe him for the love of mockery, for I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Close in the name of jesting. Lie down there, for here comes a child that must be caught with tickling.
'Tis but fortune, all is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and I have heard herself come thus near that, should she fancy, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses it with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows it. What should I think on it?
Here's an overweening rogue.
Oh, his contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of it. How he jets under his advanced plumes.
Might I could so beat the rogue?
Peace, I say.
To be Count Malvolio.
Ah, rogue!
Pistol him! Pistol him!
Peace.
There is example for it. The lady of the Strauss, she married the yeoman of the wardrobe.
Fire him, his Jezebel!
Peace! Now he's deeply in look, how imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state,
Oh, for so bold to hit him in the eye.
calling my officers about me in my branch velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I've left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone.
Oh, peace to us, I must be drawn from us in past, yet peace.
And then to have the humour of state, and after a demure travel of regard, telling them I know my place as I would they should do theirs, to ask for my kinsman, Toby.
Bold Sir Shackles.
Peace, peace.
7 of my people with obedience stop make out for him. I frowned a while and perchance wind up my watch or play with my some rich jewel. Toby approaches, curtsies it to
Shall
me.
this fellow live?
Oh, peace, peace, peace. Now, now.
I extend my hand to him, thus quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control,
Does not Toby take your blow on the lips then?
saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me on your knees, give me this prerogative of speech.
What? What?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Oh, scab!
Patience will break the sinews of our plot.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
That's me, I warrant you.
One Sir Andrew.
I knew to lie, for many do call me a fool.
What employment have we here?
Now is the Macondi the gin.
Oh, peace, and the spirit of him was intimately out loud to him.
By my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her very seas, her use, and her teas, and thus she makes her great peace. It is in contempt of question, her hand.
Her C's, her U's, and her T's. Why that?
To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes. Her very phrases. By your leave. Wax, soft, and impressure her Lucrece with which she uses to seal. 'Tis my lady. To
This
whom
wins
should
him.
this be?
This wins him, liver and all.
Jove knows I love but who. Lips do not move, no man must know. No man must know. What follows, the name was altered. No man must know. If this should be thee, Malvolio,
We make up that he's now in a cold set.
I may command where I adore, but silence like a Lucrece knife with bloodless stroke my heart doth go. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
A Faustian riddle.
An excellent wench, say I.
M-O-A-I doth sway my life. Nay, but first let me see.
What should poison how she dressed him?
And with what wings these Daniel checks at it.
I may command where I adore. Why, she may command me, I serve her, she is my lady. Why, this is evident to any formal capacity, there is no obstruction in this. And the end, what should that alphabetical position portend? If I could make that resemble something in me. Softly. M-O-A-I.
We make up that he's now in a cold set.
So to cry upon it, don't be as rank as a false.
Malvolio, M-Y, that begins my name.
Did not I say you will work it out? That cur is excellent at faults.
M. But then there is no consonancy in the sequel that suffers in the probation. A should follow, but O does.
And oh, shall end, I hope. A or
making cry, oh.
And then I comes behind?
I behind you, you will seem more detract underneath your heels than fortune's been for you.
M-O-A-I. The simulation is not as the former, and yet to crush this a little, it would bow to me, for every one of these letters are in my name. Stop, here follows prose. If this fall into thy hand revolve, in my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Thy fate open their hands, let thy blood and spirit embrace them, and to inure thyself to what thou art like to be, cast thy humble slough and appear fresh. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. Let thy tongue tang arguments of state, put thyself into the trick of singularity. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commandeth thy yellow stockings, and wish to see thee ever cross-gartered? I say remember. Go to, thou art made, if thou desires to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still, the fellow of servants, and not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. Daylight and champion discovers not more. This is open. I will be proud, I will read politic authors, I will baffle Sir Toby, I will wash off gross acquaintance, I will be point device the very man. I do not now fool myself to let imagination jade me, for every reason excites to this, that my lady loves me. She did commend my yellow stockings of late, she did praise my light pink cross-gartered, and in this she manifests herself to my love, and with a kind of injunction drives me to these habits of her liking. I thank my stars I am happy. I will be strange, stout, in yellow stockings, and cross-gartered, even with the swiftness of putting on. Jove and my stars be praised. Here's yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainst my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Therefore in my presence still smile, dear my sweet, I prithee. Jove, I thank thee. I will smile, I will do everything that thou wilt have me.
I will not give a part of this ball for a pension of thousands to be paid from thee, Sophie.
I could marry this wench for this device.
So could I too.
As for no other doubt her than just another jest.
Nor I neither.
Oh, here comes my noble goat-catcher.
But put thy foot on my neck.
Or mine either.
Shall I take my freedom and trade trick and become thy bondslave?
In faith, or I either.
Well, thou hast put him in such a dream, when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
Nay, but say true, there's a work upon him.
Like Arcavadi with a midwife.
If you will then see the proofs of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, and 'tis a colour she abhors, and cross-gartered a fashion she detests, and he will smile upon her, which will now be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to a melancholy as she is, that it cannot but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me.
To the gates of Tartar there was exit devil and wit.
I'll make one too. I have sent after him. He says he'll come. How shall I feast him? What bestow of him? For youth is bought more oft than begged or borrowed. I speak too loud. Where is Malvolio? He is sad and civil, and fits well for a servant with my fortunes. Where is Malvolio?
He is coming, madam, but in very strange manner. He is sure possessed, madam.
Why, what's the matter? Does he rave?
No, madam, he does nothing but smile. Your ladyship will best have some guard about you if you come, for sure the man is tainted in his wits.
Go call him hither. Oh, I am as mad as he, if sad and very madness equal be. How now, Malvolio?
Oh, sweet lady. Ho-ho.
Smilest thou? I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad lady, I could be sad. This does make some obstruction in the blood, this cross-gartering, but what of that? If it please the eye of one, it is with me as the very true sonnet is. Please one and please all.
Why, how dost thou, man? What is the matter with thee?
Not black in my mind, though yellow in my my legs. It did come to his hands, and commands shall be executed. I think we do know the sweet Roman hand.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed? Aye, sweetheart, and I'll come to thee.
God comfort thee. Why dost thou smile so, and kiss thy hand so oft?
How do you, Malvolio?
At your request, yes, nightingales answer doors.
Why appear you before my lady with this ridiculous boldness?
Be not afraid of greatness. 'Twas well writ.
What meanest thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great,
Huh?
some achieve greatness,
What sayest thou?
and some have greatness thrust upon them.
Heaven restore thee.
Remember who commended thy yellow stockings,
Thy yellow stockings?
and wished to see thee cross-gartered?
cross-gartered?
Go to, thou art made, if thou desirest to be so.
Am I maid?
If not, let me see thee a servant still.
Why this is very midsummer madness?
Madam, the young gentleman, Countess Seniors, has returned. I can hardly entreat him back. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
I'll come to him. Good Maria, let this fellow be looked to. Where's my cousin Toby? Let some of my people have a special care of him. I will not have him miscarry for the half of my dowry.
Oh ho, do you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Toby to look to me. Now this concurs directly with the letter she sends him on purpose that I may appear stubborn to him, but she incites me to that in the letter. Cast thy humble slough, says she. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. Let thy tongue tang with arguments of state. Put thyself into the trick of singularity, and consequently sets down the manner how as a sad face, a reverent carriage, a slow tongue, and the habit of some sort of note, and so forth. I have limed her. But it is Jove's doing, and Jove make me thankful. And when she went away now, let this fellow be looked to. Fellow, not Malvolio, nor after my degree, but fellow. Why, everything adheres together that no dram of a scruple, no scruple of a scruple, no obstacle, no incredulous or unsafe circumstance, what can be said? Nothing that can be can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes. Well, Jove, not I, is the doer of this, and he is to be thanked.
Where is he in the name of Sani? If all the devils of hell be drawn a little, and Deacon himself possessed it.
Here he
Let
is.
us speak to him.
Here he is. How's it with you, sir? How's it with you, man?
Go off, I discard you. Let me enjoy my private. Go off.
Lo, how hollow the being speaks within him. Did not I tell you? Said Toby, my lady prays you to have a care of him.
Aha, does she so?
Go to, peace, peace, we must deal gently with him. How now, Malvolio, how is it with you? What man defy the devil? Consider he's an enemy to mankind.
Do you know what you say?
Lo, you, when you speak ill of the devil, how he takes our thought, pray God he be not bewitched.
Carry his water to the wise woman.
Mary, and it shall be done tomorrow morning if my lady would not lose him for more than I'll say.
How now, mistress?
Oh, Lord.
Really hold thy peace, do not see you move him. Let me alone with him.
No way but gentleness, gently, gently. The fiendest ruffian will not be roughly used.
Hey, now, how now, my barcock, how dost thou chop?
Sir!
Hey, biddy, come with me. What man does not for gravity play cherry bit of satin? Hang him for Collier.
Get him to say his prayers, good Sir Toby. Get him to pray.
My prayers, minx?
No, I warrant you, he will not hear of godliness.
Go hang yourselves, all. You're idle, shallow creatures, and I am not of your element. You shall no more hereafter.
Is it possible?
If this were played upon a stage now, I would condemn it as improbable fiction.
It's very genius for taking the infection of the device, man.
Nay, presume now, lest the device take error and taint.
Why, we shall make him mad indeed.
The house will be the quieter.
Come, we'll have him in a dark room and bound. My niece is already in the belief that he's mad. We shall carry it thus for a pleasure in his penance, in very past time tired of the breath, prompt us to have mercy on us, in which time we'll bring the device to the bar and crown thee for a find of the madsmith. But see.
yourselves in this time of night, together with the fair and the warlike form in which the majesty of buried Denmark is sometimes marked by heaven, I charge thee to speak. Stay, illusion! If thou hast any sound or use of voice, speak to me. If thou art privy to thy country's fate, which haply for knowing may avoid, oh speak! Or, if there be any good thing to be done, that may to thee do ease and grace to me, oh speak! Stay! Say and speak, stay! Stay. My Lord Hamlet.
I'm glad to see you well.
Horatio! Oh, I did forget myself! Say, my lord, and your poor servant ever.
Yes, I'll change that name with you, but what is your affair in Elsinore? Will teach you to drink deep ere you depart?
My lord, I came to see your father's funeral.
I pray thee, do not mock me, fellow student. I think it was to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, my lord, it followed hard upon.
Thrift, Horatio. The funeral bait meats did coldly furnish forth the marriage tables. Were I were to meet my dearest foe in heaven, or ever I'd see that day. My father. Methinks I see my father.
Where, my lord?
In my mind's eye, Horatio.
My lord, I think I saw him yesterday.
So who?
My lord, the king, your father.
The king, my father!
Season your admiration for a while with an attentive ear, till I may deliver this marvel to you.
For God's sake, let me hear.
In the death, fast, in middle of the night, when thus encountered, a figure like your father appears before me, and with a solemn march goes slowly and stately while the steel, almost a jolly with an act of fear. I knew your father. These hands were not alike.
Did you not speak to
My
it?
lord, I did, but answer made it none. Yet, once methought, it lifted up his head and did address itself to motion as it would speak. But even then the longing cock crew loud, and with the sound of strong gaze away.
'Tis very
I
strange.
think you live, my lord, 'tis true. And I did think it were done my duty to let you know of it.
I will watch tonight, perchance to walk again.
I warrant it will. Duty to your honor.
Where wilt thou lead me? Speak! I go no further! Speak, I am bound to hear!
I am my father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night. After day confined to fast and fires, to the foul crimes done in my native nature, are birds and birds to bring. List, Hamlet, oh, list. If thou didst ever thy dear father love,
Oh God,
revenge is foul and most unnatural murder.
murder!
Murder most foul and the best it is, but this most foul, strange and unnatural.
Haste me to know it, that I with wings as swift as meditation may swing to my revenge!
It's without that speaking I went to the serpent spoken. Must know how long the serpent doth exceed thy father's life, now wears his crown.
Oh, my prophetic soul, mine uncle!
I and sisters, that a filter beast, wanting children lost the will of my receding virtuous queen. Oh, Hamlet, was they falling off from there? And we, whose love was of that deepest as a cloud of wretch, natural gifts were all to
That poor ghost, all memory holds a scene in this distracted glow. Remember the yea, from the table of my memories, thy commandment all alone shall live, within the book and volume of my brain, unmixed with baser matter. Yes, by heaven. The most pernicious woman. No, villain. Villain, smiling, damned villain! My table. Meat it is. I set it down that one may smile and be a villain. So, uncle, there you are. And now, to my word, it is adieu, adieu, remember me, and I have sworn it!
My lord, Lord Hamlet, how is the joy?
So be it.
Hello, ho, ho, my lord.
Hello, ho, ho, boy, come, but come.
What news, my lord?
Oh, wonderful.
How could my lord tell
Nay,
it?
but you reveal it.
Not I, my lord, by heaven.
How say you? But you be secret?
Why, by heaven, my lord.
There's never a villain dwelling in all Denmark, but he's an arrant name.
There needs no ghost, my lord. Come further, great to tell us this.
Why, right. You are in the right. It is an honest ghost, lad, let me tell you. As for your desire to know what stands between us, oh, master, as you may. And now, good friend, give me one poor request.
Yes, my lord, I will.
Never to speak of what you have seen.
My lord, I will not.
Nay, but swear it.
My lord.
Ah, sayest thou so? Come, you hear this fellow consent to swear.
Propose the oath, my lord.
Never to make known of what you have seen.
My lord.
Well said, oh no, can't looking out so fast. Come, remove us before, good friend, and swear.
Oh, day and night, but this is wondrous strange. My lord, by heaven, I consent to swear.
With all my love I do condemn me to you, and still your fingers on your lips, I pray. The time is out of joint. Oh, cursed spite, if ever I was born to set it right.
Does my good Lord Hamlet?
Well, God have mercy.
Do you know me, my lord?
Excellent. Well, you are a fishmonger.
Not I, my lord.
Rather than I were, you were so honest a man.
Honest, my lord?
Aye, sir, for to be honest as this world goes, is to be one man picked out of 10,000. Have you a daughter?
I have, my lord.
Let her not walk in the sun, friend. Look to it.
How say you by that? Still harping on my daughter. Where do you lead, my lord?
Words. Words? Words!
What is the matter, my lord?
Between who?
I mean the matter that you lead, my lord.
Oh, slander, sir, for there's a tyrical rogues here, that old men have grey beards, that their faces are wrinkled, and that the plentiful lack of weight together with weak hams, altogether which I most powerfully and potently do believe, yet I do not see it honesty to have it thus set down. You, sir, could be as old as I am. If like a crab, you could go backwards.
So this be madness, yet there is method in it. Will you walk out of the air, my lord?
Into my grave.
Indeed, that's out of the air. I take my leave of you.
You cannot take from me anything that I will more willingly part withal, except my life. Except my life. Except my life! To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is noble in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep, no more. And by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die. To sleep. To sleep. Perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despise of the law slay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would these fardels bear, and grunt, and sweat under a weary life, but for the dread of something after death? The undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to those we know not of. Thus conscience doth make cowards of us all. The native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thought. Enterprises of great pitch and moment. In this regard the currents turn awry and lose the name of action.
Here now. Walk in here and read on this book. The show of such an exercise may color your loneliness. I hear him coming.
Soft you now. The fair Ophelia nymph, in thy orisons be all my sins remembered.
Good, my lord. How does your honour for this many a day?
I humbly thank you well. Well,
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I have longed to deliver. I pray you now receive them.
no, not I, never gave you all.
My honoured lord, you know right well you did. And with them was of so sweet breath composed, as made the things more rich their perfume lost. Take these again, To a noble mind, rich give wax poor when givers prove unkind. There, my lord.
Are you honest?
My lord?
I did love you. Once.
Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so.
You should not have believed me. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? I and myself am indifferent, honest, yet I could accuse me of such things. It were better my mother had not borne me. What should such fools as I do calling me to heaven and earth? We are arid knaves all. Believe none of us. Where's your father?
At home, my lord.
Let the doors be shut upon him, that he may play the fool nowhere but in his own house. God has given you one face, but you make yourselves another. You jig, you amble, you lisp, you nickname God's creatures. You make your wantonness, your ignorance. Go to, I'll have no more than ever made me mad. I say, we shall have no more marriages. Those that are married, one shall live, the rest shall keep as they are. To a nunnery go.
What a noble mind heareth right. The courtiers, soldiers, eyes, tongue, sword, the expectancy of robes and the fair state, the glass, the fashion and mold of form, the absurd of the old observers, quite down. The unmatched form, and fetch your blown news blasted with ecstasy. Oh, what was it? To see what I've seen. See what I see.
How now, Ophelia? You need not tell us what Lord Hamlet said. We heard it. Oh, wait, I do beseech you. Here he comes.
My lord, I have news to tell you.
My lord, I have news to tell you.
When Roscius was an actor in Rome.
The actors are come hither, my lord.
What does Buzz?
Upon mine honor.
Then came each actor on his ass.
The best actors in the world, either for tragedy, comedy, history, pastoral, comical, historical, pastoral, tragical, historical, tragical, comical, historical, pastoral. My lord! My lord!
Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave am I. I, a dull, muddy metal rascal, peak, like John o' Dreams and pregnant of my cause, and can say nothing. No, not for a king upon whose property and most dear life a damned defeat was made. Am I a coward? Who calls me villain? Why, I should take it, for it cannot be but I am pigeon-livered and not gold to make oppression bitter, or ere this I should have fattened all the region kites with the slaves of a bloody, bawdy villain! Remorseless, treacherous, lecherous, mindless villain! Oh, vengeance! Why? What an ass am I. This is most brave, that I, the son of the dear murdered, must first like a whore unpack my heart with words and fall a cursing like a very drab, scullion 500 foe about my brains. I have heard that guilty creatures sitting at a play were by the very cunning of the scene so struck to their soul that they have presently proclaimed their malefactions. I'll have the players play something like the murder of my father before mine uncle. I'll observe his looks. I'll tempt him to the quick, if he but blench. I know my course.
The king rises.
What? Fighting with false fire?
Right! Right! Right!
Would not they so in the forest of fellas get me to finish with a prime place, sir?
Very well, my lord.
Oh, good Horatio, I'll take the ghost's word for £1,000 is perceived.
I did, my lord.
Upon the tongue of poisoning.
I did very well, no doubt.
Oh, come some music, come some music! Now am I to do it? Now he's praying. And now I'll do it. And so he goes to heaven, and so am I revenged. That will be scant. I, a villain, kills my father, and I, his sole son, do the same villain send to heaven. Why, this is higher in salary, not revenge. He killed my father grossly, still full of bread, with all his crimes brought blown, as fresh as May am I then revenged, to take him in the purging of his soul when he's fit and seasoned for his passage. No. When he's drunk, asleep, or in his rage, or in the incestuous pleasure of this bed, at gaming, or swearing, or about some act that has no relish of salvation in it, then trip him, that his heels may kick at heaven, and his soul be as black and damned as hell whereto it goes. My mother stays. This physic but prolongs thy saintly days.
Horatio, when thou shalt ever read this, give this man some news to the king. They have letters for him. While you are 2 days old at sea, a pirate the very warlike appointment give us a chase. Finding ourselves too slow to sail, we put on a compelled valor, but in the grapple I boarded.
I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgone all custom of exercises. And indeed it goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me but a sterile promontory.
On the instant they got clear of our ship, so I alone became their prisoner. They have dealt with me like thieves of mercy, but they knew what they did. I am to do a good turn for them.
The excellent canopy, the air, look you, the brave o'erhanging firmament, the majestical roof fretted with golden fire. Why, it appeareth nothing to me but a foul and pestilent congregation of vapours.
Let the kings have the letters I have sent, and repair thou to me with as much speed as wouldst thou fly death. I have words to speak in thine ear would make thee dumb, yet are they too light for the matter. Farewell. He that thou knowest thine. Hamlet.
What a piece of work is a man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculties, in form and moving, how express and admirable. In action, how like an angel, in apprehension, how like a god. The beauty of the world, the paragon of animals. And yet to me, What is this quintessence of dust?
What's ceremony else?
That is Leot is a very noble youth.
What ceremony else? Must there no more be done? Lay her in the earth, and from her fair and polluted flesh may by the spring. I tell thee, Jewish priest, a ministering angel shall assist me when thou liest howling.
What the fair Ophelia?
Oh, trouble one, for 10 times trouble on the cast had. This wicked deed I most ingenious sensify thee of. Hold up, dear, a while, till I have caught her once more in my arms. Now, powder dust upon the cake and dye, till this flat a mountain you have made, the autumn old Italian, or the sky shadow blue on.
What is he whose grief bears such an emphasis that he wanders the conjuring stars and makes them stand like wonder-wounded hearers? It is I, Hamlet the Dane.
Never take thy sword!
Good my lord, be quiet.
Why I will fight it upon this theme until my iris will no longer live!
I loved Ophelia. You will lose this wager, my lord. I do not think so. Since you went into France, I have been in continual practice. I shall win at the odds, but thou shalt not know how ill all's about my heart, but no matter. Nay, good my lord, if your mind dislikes anything, obey it. I will forestall the repair them, they will not fit. Not a whit. We defy augury. There is a special providence in the fall of a sparrow. If it be now, 'tis not to come. If it be not to come, yet it will be now. If it be not now, yet it will come. The readiness is all. Since no man knows aught of what he leaves, what is to leave betimes? Let be. Sir, give me your pardon, for I have done you wrong, but pardon it as you are a gentleman. Sir, in this audience let my disclaiming of a purposed evil free me so far in your most generous thoughts that I have shot mine arrow o'er the house and hurt my brother.
I am satisfied in nature. Whose motive in this case tell me most to my revenge. But in my terms of honor I stand aloof, with no reconcilement, till by some other masters of non-honor I have a voice and precedent of peace to keep my name on board. But till that time, I do receive your offered love like love, and will not wrong it.
I embrace it freely, and will this brother's wager frankly play. Come, give us the foils.
This is too heavy, let me see that.
This likes me well. Come, sir.
Come, my lord.
What?
No, well, again!
Another hit, what say you?
A touch, I do confess. My lord, I'll hit you now. And yet, this arm is against my conscience.
Come, Layette, it's for the third you but dally. I pray pass with the best violence, I'm sure you make a wanton of me.
Say you so? Come on, have it you now! forgiveness. Bring me, noble Hamlet. My father said, come not upon thee, nor dine on me.
Heaven make thee free of it.
I follow thee. Oh, I die, Horatio. Wretched queen, adieu. If I had but time, as to spell Sergeant Death is strict in his arrest oath, I could tell you, but let it be, Horatio, I am dead. Thou livest. Report me and my cause aright to the end satisfied.
Look at thee then. I am more of a dick round than a thing. Here is some liquid.
As thou art a man, give me the cup! Let go, by heaven, I'll have it! Oh God, Horatio, what a wounded name, things standing thus unknown shall live behind me. If thou hast ever held me in thy heart, have set thee from felicity awhile, and in this harsh world draw thy breath in pain to tell my story. Oh, I die, Horatio. The rest is silence.
Thou cracks, noble heart. Nice sweet prince. The voice of an angel may sing thee to thy rest. And let me speak to this yet unknowing world how these things will happen. So shall you hear of carnal, bloody, unnatural acts, of accidental judgment, casual slaughters of death, put on by cunning and the false cause. And in this option, purpose is mistook, falling onto the inventor's reed.